And welcome back to another video. And today, wow, we gotta recap this great offensive battle between the Packers and the Seahawks. And we got other stuff to talk about, but we'll get into that. I'm here with Dylan,
hmm
and yes, we're still alive.
Yeah, we didn't do one for last week because we were busy and stuff.
Yeah. And yeah. So before we get into the content, leave a like, subscribe, comment down below, anything, and let's get into it. Okay, so I guess we can kind of mention the Chiefs game. Quick summary.
Yeah,
That
since we didn't do one.
after consideration, I do not blame Jordan Love. I originally did, but after I thought about it, and I'm like, damn, if we just don't have a idiotic special teams, we have two field goals and it's tied 13-13 in the fourth. And also, you can't blame the defense because, you know, holding the Chiefs to 0 points in the second half and 13 is actually good. You can't blame the defense. You're going to give up points. And only giving up 13 gave us a chance, but we just couldn't capitalize, sadly.
Yeah, Jordan Love in his first game, obviously, yeah, he made mistakes. Obviously, it's his first ever start.
And what I hated is Troy Aikman, every time he made a mistake, just pounded on the kid. He's like, yeah, you should shut up. Someone posted a stat that Troy Aikman was terrible in his first start ever.
Yeah, and Michael Vick did the same thing too, even though he was horrible in his first start and stuff like that. It's like, okay. And honestly, I don't even think Jordan Love did that bad, considering everything. He didn't do great. Did he make errors? Of course he did. It's his first ever start. Expect him to be a Hall of Fame quarterback in his first ever start is ludicrous.
Yeah. Like, there were some routes that he could have maybe hit better, but, it happens. It's whatever. That was last week. And then we get to the old Al Beckham Jr. situation. Oh, boy. Reported that after he cleared waivers, Green Bay was his number one destination. And then he went to the Rams. And I'm like, fuck. I'm like, dude, that would have, if we would have gotten Odell, that would give us a better chance of winning the Super Bowl. Uh, what are your thoughts on that?
Disappointed, but whatever. I like our team the way it is still too.
Yeah, it would have been nice to have Odell, but whatever.
I wanted him, but
Even
whatever. He made his choice.
even Matt LaFleur really pushed heavy into getting him and other guys. But all right, so on to this offensive battle. Yeah, it was ugly. Apparently, I was watching Red Zone. I didn't watch the whole game, obviously, because NFL Red Zone doesn't play the whole game. They play other games. Um, but yeah, it was a sloppy game. It was a very sloppy game, but defense. Wow, defense again, or the defense posting a shutout against Seattle. Our defense is elite. Call me shocked. I know you did not hear me wrong. Do not adjust your headphones or anything. Our defense is actually elite for the first time since 2010.
Yeah, I can't believe I'm actually saying we got I think we got an elite defense finally.
Wilson, 20 of 40, 161, 2 picks, 0 TDs. Rodgers had that stupid interception. I was pissed when I saw that because I'm like, you could have just taken the sack and gotten the field goal, take the points. Don't be freaking greedy because it's always gonna land and it's always gonna be an interception if you just throw the ball up. That's not his play, but it didn't affect us, thank God. Also on Red Zone when they showed the Kevin King pick, I thought he dropped it too, and I think it was Tony Romo or his partner. They're like, "Yeah, why is he jumping up and down?" Like, I'm like, if he dropped it and he jumps up and down, I'm gonna be like, "Oh my God, get this dude off my team fast." But
Speaking of Kevin King, he's actually been not too bad since he's came back from injury. From what I've seen.
yeah,
Surprisingly.
yeah. But of course, every game has some negatives too. Or, you know, I wouldn't really say negatives. Aaron Jones and Rashawn Gary did get injured, but if the reports are correct that it's not like they avoided like a long term injury like an ACL or uh, ligament damage in Rashawn Gary's elbow. If they avoided significant injuries, I guess that's a positive, but obviously them getting hurt is not anything great, but I'm just glad to hear that the injuries aren't as bad as we thought. I thought it was an ACL for Jones. I would have to watch the Rashawn Gary injury again. I actually haven't even seen it.
He like twisted his arm real badly.
Ow, that hurt me.
but it
Yeah,
looks like he's fine.
yeah, I hope so. Um, but if the reports are coming out that they avoided like ligament damage in both for both players, that's huge because then that means they'll be back quicker, hopefully. But we'll know more about that tomorrow. It's a sprained MCL for Jones, which I thought was a torn ACL. I thought he tore something, and I was like, "Oh God." When I saw that, I'm like, "Shit." Um, but I guess let's get back to the game. Average wise, we couldn't really run the ball from what I see. 3.1 is not great. 3.6 for Jones isn't great either.
He kind of had a rough game even before the injury. He had a couple good moments, and then he kind of dropped the ball a couple times and stuff like that.
Yeah. But yeah. Devontae Adams, of course, is heavily involved in the passing game. Not a shocker there. Aaron Jones was more involved in the passing game than the running game. And then, of course, A.J. Dillon getting the end zone twice, sealing the deal. I'm like, thank you. Defensively, we got 3 sacks. It could have been more because I swear to God, every time they were playing a Seahawks play, Wilson was running around for his damn life. Any any thoughts on that? On the defense? Any more thoughts?
I'd say I think it's safe to say it's elite.
Yeah.
And we don't even have Zadarius Smith or Jair Alexander.
And get this. We faced Kyler Murray, Patrick Mahomes, and Russell Wilson in 3 straight weeks. 1 touchdown between those 3 quarterbacks. One.
And Murray was like the leading candidate for MVP entering that week.
One touchdown. 4 picks, I think I saw. Yeah. Yeah, we better win the Super Bowl this year.
I really hope this Packer team can make the Super Bowl and even win it because Aaron Rodgers deserves another one.
Yeah.
He deserves to at least get one last chance at Super Bowl before his career is done.
His Packer career's done. I think he might be leaving this year, but after this year, but we'll have to see on that. Because I think he's still under contract for next year, but you're right about Last Dance because Adams is a free agent. We got no damn money. But
Devondre Campbell, who's looking like probably the biggest steal of the offseason looking at it right now, he's going to get paid. You're going to have all these other guys getting paid. I mean, this is probably our last chance to contend. Aaron Rodgers is going to be 38. How many more years does he truly have?
yeah, I agree.
But we can talk about that in another video. That's why right now I'm enjoying this year as much as I can because who knows what's going to happen after a season.
Yeah, Devondre Campbell. When the first time I saw him was week 2, and I'm like, wait, we signed this dude? Wasn't he a Falcon? And then now it's all like he's one of the better defensive players on our team. Top 3 at least for now. Maybe top 5. Active. I'll say that active players.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm like, yeah, we got Jair, Kenny, Smith, Zedarius. Okay, top 5. But he's a top 3 for now actively. But yeah, I mean, I like it. I like the team. Adrian Amos got a pick in the 4th quarter when Wilson was like, yeah, here.
He almost had 2, actually. But I think he dropped a pass or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, great win.
I'll say.
Now we go to, Minnesota.
It's on.
It's in Minnesota, I believe, right?
It's on to Minnesota. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be in Minnesota, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna win that one. Yep, it's in Minnesota, 12 o'clock noon. It's a noon game. So that'll be fun. 4 and 5. I think if we win, we should be like really damn close to clinching the division.
Yeah, I think if we win that game, the division's pretty much over.
And the funny thing is that they showed a graphic, saying who's all in the hunt for the playoffs, and it's basically every team except for the Lions in that group. But it's crazy. I mean, the Bears, who are 3-6 and are the second worst team, well, tied for it, could still get in. They're 2 games out. That's not, or 1.5 or something like that. They could still get in. It's gonna be a wild next couple of weeks.
Yeah, they're gonna have an insanely tough game though when they come to Green Bay, though.
I know.
Assuming that we have all of our main guys playing, yeah, that's probably gonna be a loss for them though.
I mean, also look at the AFC West. The Chiefs were the only ones in that division to win today, and it's still a tight race, a tight window for all 4 teams to win that division. Broncos are gonna fall off. They're gonna fall off. They're gonna lose probably the next 5 games.
Watch them win the next 4 or 5 games now.
I mean, they control their own destiny. After the bye week, 5 of their 7 games are division. 2 KC, 2 Chargers, 1 Raider. Then you also got the Lions to beat up on and the Bengals. They control their own destiny, but I don't care what the fuck they do.
Yep, same. I'm not even focused on any of those teams.
I know, I just was bringing it up. But I think that's going to do it. So make sure you leave a like on this video. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. And peace.